Hi and welcome to yet another episode of micro exercises. These are the things that you can do at your own place on 1 square meter. Today I will try to show you how to move like a cat. The first thing we are going to do is for the wrists, and I'm interested in how you can absorb the weight of your own body falling to the ground like a cat. So I think for this, to practice this, you need to practice the strength and the kind of dynamic shock absorption and jumping from the wrists itself, because yes, the arms you can make them stronger with different kind of push-ups, but that you can do. You're here for the things that are not obvious. So let's start with this exercise that you already know. So you go half of the way, you go on the fingers, and then you go back half of the way and you go on the full arm, and again you do a bit of this, and then you make it more dynamic. So you take it and you try to push from the ground only using the arms. So maybe you just go like this, and of course it's easy to fake it and go like this with your torso, but the idea is you leave your torso, the weight of your torso here, and you try to push with the arms, with the hands. And the way you go down, you try to go down with the least amount of impact on the ground. So if this is too much, you can go a little bit more back, and even from this position with much less weight, you can practice pushing from the ground. And absorbing the weight. Like a cat. So that's the first one. Now the same thing we're gonna do with the feet. So the feet, they also have the ability to push from the ground in exactly the same way. So let's exercise this. Just make no sound and just absorb the weight and push from the ground, push from the ground, push from the ground, push from the ground. Now if you go higher, you can do the same, and you can push your pelvis up a little bit and absorb the weight with the feet. Now this can get a little bit challenging after some time, but I think it's a very nice practice for getting this explosive motion, because we often concentrate on this part of our body, the big parts of our body, but actually also at the end there is some kind of force that you can harness in order to make your movement smoother. And I think it's really nice to bring the focus again to your wrists, to your palms, and to your feet, also when you're on the ground doing some things. Having that said, let's do an exercise that will come back a little bit to the core, and maybe at the end of this exercise we'll be able to integrate some of this knowledge. So we start just by lifting the leg like this. So you lift the leg, but you lift the leg together with the pelvis. So you go pelvis and the leg up, and you don't go with the leg very high, you just go with the leg on the level of your knee. So you lift the pelvis, lift the leg, and try to the side, of course, lift the leg, palm. So the pelvis goes up and the leg goes with the pelvis. So that's the number 1 exercise. And number 2, you bend the leg over the ankle and you put the ankle over the knee. You bend the leg over the ankle and you put the ankle over the knee with the pelvis up. 1, 2, 1, 2. And now you're gonna go with the shoulder on the ground. Now you're gonna go on the elbow. And now you're gonna go on the arm. Now you're gonna go on the elbow. And now you're gonna go on the shoulder. Always pelvis is going up. And then you switch the side. So you're gonna go 1, 2, hop, 3, hop. One more time. Okay. 1, hop, 2, hop, 3, hop, 4, hop, and 1, hop, 2, hop, and 3, hop. I did something wrong. Hey, now we are going to integrate a little bit of hop, and this is only if you already can absorb the weight with the exercise from before. So you're gonna go 1, pump, 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 switch, pump, 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 switch. I invite you to explore this movement and figure out your own ways. But for now, this is my proposition. I think it's a nice replacement for some kind of stability exercises and some kind of core exercises, and you can always add it to your routine of what you're already doing. And these exercises are more related to movement and not so much to getting very bulky with your muscles, but more about how you can get your body a little more mobile, and that is generally the goal of this series. So please watch all the other videos if you haven't yet already, and if you're interested in versions, please inscribe for that. Other than that, I'm looking forward to see you again. Have a wonderful day.